Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
Don't laugh. You can't laugh.
And today we are here to close out this week's worth of content. Well, yes. Today is going to be sort of an update, and as you can tell, I am cold. Nico, it is finally getting to that weather where I have to wear like a little blanket inside my home, but also it is snickerdoodle color weather. Nico, I am not going to be in the sun. You will progressively see me get paler and paler, and you're going to have to accept it. But now that we've established that, we're going to move forward. Today we are going to be talking about Keanu and Munjileel. Nico, who are these performers? So I've actually done two videos based on them. One was where Keanu basically had to confront Munjileel for posting explicit photos of his bruised and injured face because Munjileel was putting his hands on him during their relationship, a domestic situation, if you will. And the second video was more so a follow-up because he ended up going back to Moonji even after he publicly embarrassed him and put his hands on him. And they began to say, love wins, and y'all tried to tear us apart, as if us rightfully saying you shouldn't stay in a situation where your boyfriend is putting his hands on you is fighting against the right to love. No, that's wanting better for somebody. I mean, even in that particular situation, Munjileel tried to come into my DMs and basically say, it wasn't DV, we both fought each other, and it was a mutual fight that happened. And I'm just sitting here like, that is still DV. Like, y'all should not be fighting as a romantic couple. You should not be to the point where you're like scrapping and throwing hands with your partner. Seriously, it's never that serious. But once again, that was their situation. So after going online on their hobo tour, basically saying they're still in love and this is gonna work out, and y'all mad, we still together, they broke up. Nico. That's my thing. I'm not necessarily sad, but I don't pray for like relationship failures. If anything, I was hoping that Keanu would leave and go find somebody that would treat him better, just because his face was bruised up. His face was black and blue. And if you want that info, if you want that story and the details, because I have the photos and the video evidence and the responses there in the previous videos. But before we get started on the full topic, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, and be a part of the podcast, which is airing every Thursday Eastern Standard Time at 1:30 p.m. Check it out because I uploaded at least 2 months worth of videos. Nico podcast, but check it out. So now let's get back to the actual story. So it started with a vague tweet from Munjileel basically saying, oh, I'm never gonna let nobody this close to me again, and I just can't trust these niggas. You niggas are everywhere. I don't want to tell. And I am Supreme Ting's messy, but requote tweeted it basically saying, oh, you're mad about this. And Keanu basically soft launched and debuted his new man. And I personally have not done research into the new man just because that's not my business. Nico, I'm here to cover tea. I'm not here to expose somebody's personal life and put them on blast for no reason other than they're dating a performer. That's never been my MO, and I've actively been against that kind of thing. So, if anything, Keanu has been posting videos with this man, TikToks, Reels, pictures, showing that he's moved on, showing that he's ready to start a new chapter in his life. Meanwhile, Moonji is crying online saying he ain't never gonna trust nobody again. But my thing is, if y'all are gotten to the point where y'all are actively beating on each other to the point that faces are disfigured, you need weeks to months to heal in private, you're recording this situation to put them on blast on the internet, why would you expect them to stay? And this is like a genuine question for anybody that's in these kind of dynamics. Most people at the end of the day, they go to work, they work 6 to 8 hours, they come home, they tired, they want a back roll, they want a meal. Nobody wants to have to go to Fight Club after a 9 to 5 shift at their job. Nobody wants to have to continuously battle their partner just to make it through the next day. And if you do, I genuinely wish healing and hope better for you, but that is the logical step for most people. So the fact that he's taken aback and saying that he'll never trust anyone again, when in reality, girl, that relationship had probably ended by the time you put your hands on him. I don't know what to tell you, but I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. How do you feel about Keanu finally leaving that violent situation and moving on to a relationship that serves him better, to a relationship where he seems to be happy and he's proudly and happily broadcasting his new man? How do you feel about Munjileel basically saying he ain't never gonna trust nobody again and he done with all this love shit? And I'm just sitting here like, personally, I can't feel sorry for him. I can't, especially because you are the one that put his injured face on blast. I can't have sympathy if you are leading the conversation with, yeah, I beat on my ex-boyfriend and then he sucked my dick. It's like, where do you want me to feel sorry for you at? Oh, he left you and got a new man that's not publicly embarrassing and putting his hands on him? That's the winner right there. That's Nico, that's the winner for me. But I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. And I will see you guys next time. But once again, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, be a part of the podcast. Nico, I'm going to start sliding that into multiple areas in the video. Why? Because YouTube has continuously demonetized me and bitch got bills to pay. If you like this kind of content and you can support, I would definitely appreciate it. If not, just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share if you care, and I will see you guys next time. Boom. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, Titus K and Kenneth. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. And this week's live stream discussion will be over diversifying content. It was supposed to be recorded this last week, but my internet connection was very wonky during the Zoom call, so if that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.